The darkness caused confusion, not God. The darkness caused us to not know which way to go, left, right, and it's easier for people to just say, oh, I don't know, there's that many religions, how do you know it's true? That is a deception, a purposely done deception to keep you from God, to keep you from the true source, to keep you from believing in Jesus. But have you noticed that every religion, no matter what religion, it never gets attacked? No religions get attacked except Jesus. They won't even put his name on Coke cans and that. You can do your own Coke can where you say like, and you can put on, people have put on Satan is good, Jesus is bad. You can put all that stuff on. Hinduism is the way to God. You can put all that stuff on. But as soon as you say Jesus is the way, it says an error has occurred. Why do you think like every single part of the elite and the deception always attacks Jesus? Because Jesus is the way. And out of every single religion, nobody can agree on anything. No doctrines, nothing. None of them can agree. The only thing they agree on is that Jesus was from that light. That's the only thing they can agree on. And Jesus is the only thing that says he is that light. And he's proved that he was that light. So no confusion doesn't come from God. It's from the darkness. And once you start seeing the deception, then maybe people who don't believe might start believing. This is why I've been posting about the flat earth and stuff lately, because that is one of the biggest deceptions put out there, and it's purposely put out there to deceive, so that the very first page of the Bible is not believed straight away. So instantly you write it off as a fairy tale. But every single piece of evidence, if you actually look into it instead of just believing blindly what we've been told, every bit of evidence, the way rainbows work, the way the stars are stuck in the sky, the way planes work when they go one way, like when they go from one place to another and they have an emergency stop. They say they stop up here on a globe map. It's like, we're going across there, but we'll stop up here, we've had an accident. But when you look on it on a flat map, it's directly along. You know, everything points to the way thunder works. Everything, the eclipses that we saw, like everything points to it being flat and having a firmament. And I never used to believe it. But once you start going down all these rabbit holes and you start seeing all the deception, then you start thinking bigger. Why would they do this? And the only reason is to totally control a narrative so that you do not believe in God, so that you're not saved. I'm telling you, the confusion comes from the darkness, not the light. Follow the light, people, and that light is Jesus. But even if you're not there yet, it took me a year to get to Jesus. Even though I had a pure experience with God, I still didn't know God was that source, that light, that energy that I had the experience with that spoke to me. I still didn't realize that Jesus was God. You know, he told me Jesus was real. I still didn't know if Jesus was God. You know, it took me a year. So even if you're not there yet, that's fine. But open your mind. Follow your spirit guides, man. They're there for a reason. We've got every tool. We really have. He gives us every tool. He gives us that light to follow, so that we have a light in this dark world. Because if you're in total darkness, you need that light to see where you're going. And Jesus is that light.